Hey everybody. Checking in. This is gonna be a bit of a delayed me voicing over my first attempts at this deck. They were great games. They were great games, and I just thought I want to share these ones with you, so you've got a full scope of how this deck works. So these, yeah, we've got Leo, Metagross, Oricario, Heatran, Empoleon, and Mew. Now, I'm not running Empoleon anymore, and you'll probably see why in the coming videos. In these coming matches. But my original thought was I was just going to go for it as a Steel Psychic deck, and my original thoughts were I want to be able to, maybe I can use them for, just bringing things in, poke swapping things back out, and just use them as entering surrounds, things like that. But as you'll see, I'll just let's watch this, and then we'll see why, and I'll talk about why I may feel like I'd like a change. And as you've already seen my current deck that I'm running, what I've changed it to. But this is just, so I'm just going to have a bit of a show. I'm still probably going to change my deck a little bit more and just test some more mons. But here we go. It comes out against a deer. This is typically what you'll see. And so I need to be ready to take this. So I thought, alright, since he's got Coco, I can't run up with my Mew. So I'm just going to be moving defensive with Mew, making sure I can get Mew on the goal. And if I can do that, and if I can work that into my strategies, then I should be alright with that. So he dropped his Cosmo, and I'm like, alright. Now I'm going to get my Leo out on this side, because if he runs down at me, I want to be able to attack him. And he doesn't, so I'm like, alright, one DOA out. This is actually good. I want to put my little bird out, because Dio is terrible confused, all Dio. Dio Speed is a dodge and miss machine. Dio A is a dodge and miss machine. And same with DOD. They're all dodge and miss machines confused. So if you can confuse the Dio, you are looking good. So because he's now set up a little bit of a defense, I'm like, okay, I'm going to drop my Metagross right now. And the reason why I want to drop my Metagross now, he's just taking his time setting up. So I'm like, alright, this is a perfect time for me. I can do my setup. It's better for me to get it set up than I feel it is for him. So he brings his DOA out. If that thing attacks into me and I get my Hyper Beam, he's going to be in trouble. So I'm just going to drop my Steel Energy, make that a 160. And 160 with all his Dios on the board and my Oricario, I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain levels on it. So it'll be on 166. So here we go, double chancing. If he attacks into me, if I get my Hyper Beam, he's going to be in trouble. Boom, look at that 166. Now he's either got to slip or dodge to be safe. There we go, you make yourself level up to level 10. And I'm just going to march on for, and Hyper Beam, I cannot move forward. But he attacks me, and this is the crazy thing. That is just stupid. Like, unless he wants to just keep on attacking into me to recycle out his DOA, that's the only thing I can think of why you would want to do that. But my Oricario gets taken out, and I'm like, ooh, that is not good for my business. And now the problem is, I've got Heatran, which I'd rather leave on the bench. But also Penguin, I'm like, oh, I don't need two of them. I'd rather have something I can bring out, like at least Heatran can come out and attack. But because Heatran's got a lot of purple, yeah. That was my dilemma. So I was like, okay, maybe he's not going to be that great. Yeah, Steel Energy doesn't really benefit him too much, just makes him 100, but 100 is not good enough. He's not Psychic, he's not getting the buff from Oricario. Oh, the miss. Perfect time to attack for me. But there we go. So, I'm just going to move on over here with my Penguin, and I'm like, should I attack? I think I should attack. If I can get my 90 or my 70 on him, there we go. He's gone. If I got my 30 on his white, that was my only bad roll. If I got gold on gold, that was fine. So, he moves forward with his Blaze, and I'm like, okay. I'm just going to move my Mew up and attack. If I can get gold on his gold or purple, boom. 2/3 of his wheel, he's gone. So, this deck is looking super good. Super good. I'm like, wow. This guy's not playing smart, of course, and now he's recycled out his DOA. I'm like, oh, you know what? He can recycle his DOA, and I'm just going to come up and attack him. If I can get him now, while he doesn't have anything else on the board, his speed on the board, and if I can go gold on his purple again, or just, yeah, gold on his purple, then I was like, man, I could cause some trouble. So I step back, he's got a hurdle jump and a gold block. So I'm like, alright, he can't hurdle jump me. And now he comes out with his speed. And I'm like, you know what? You can have the entry point. I want to push up against you and see how you go. And he just comes straight in with speed. I'm like, what is this guy thinking? Like, if I get my white attacks, he's gone, and I get my gold, but he does too. Like, if I got my, if he got his white, then yes, I could have been in trouble. But I've got a gold block. I'll just gold block Leo or something back. And here comes Coco. Coco's coming in to attack me, and I'm like, yeah, that's not so great from you. But you know what? I've been able to walk my Metagross up to his corner. I'm not going to attack this time, but yeah, I I didn't want to attack because if I got my 100 or my 30, it could not be good for me. But if he got a slip, it would be amazing. But I'm like, alright, so now's the time. I want to get my Oricorio back out and get some C levels for my Leo, and that thing should be able to beast mode this DOAs. Now, I actually make a mistake here. This guy comes in with a double chance, and I'm like, alright, if I land my 150 again, I'm going to be fine. Even a dodge is good. So 150s and dodges, I'm happy with that. Now, the mistake I make is right here, and I'm like, alright, I've got my Oricorio on the field, and okay, it must be the next play. But I'm like, okay, I've got my Oricorio on the field, and I make a horrible mistake because of it. And he just comes charging on after me, and I'm like, wow, this guy is just crazy. Now, if he gets his whites, yeah, I'm going to get taken out. He gets a dodge, I'm like, yes. The good matchups for me with Metagross are his purple on my gold, or my 150 on anything of his. So now that I've set him up, I've pushed him back into his corners, and I stupidly go up and attack DOA. The reason why that is a bad move is because Leo stops him from slipping away, and I completely forgot about that, and then he gets surrounded. I could have easily gone and attacked Coco first, and going and attack Coco, and then I can go back and pick off the DOAs. Big mistake from me. If I had done that, if I had gone and taking out Coco, he would have been so much more of a pickle, shall I say. So I just hurdle jump here. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to threaten his goal. He's got a gold block. I want to make him gold block something, and most likely it's going to be that DOD. So I thought, well, if I can make him gold block that DOD, I can take his entries, and then if he slips now, he's going to be in massive trouble. If both of his DOAs slip, like, crazy trouble. Or if he attacks my Metagross again and I get that 150, not good for him. Or if he attacks Lava Slider and can't respin me out of a purple, I'm like, you know what, that is going to be amazing. So, now, because of my mistake, I could have easily taken out Coco, and I could have had his entries pinned down. But, yeah, what a bad mistake. And now I'm thinking, alright, I want to make sure I can confuse his DOA. And he steps on up, and I'm like, you know what? I'll have that. I'll attack. I've got Metagross on the field. If I can roll my purple... Oh, even this is good though. If I get my purple on his white, boom. He is confused. Both his Coco and his DOD are confused. So his Coco's going to be rolling dodge and miss. And that's going to be amazing. If he wants to attack here, and then I get a dodge. Oh, sorry, he gets confused, and I'll be like, wow, that would be just amazing. He'll be a dodge and miss machine. But he comes up and takes me. I move back because he's got hurdle jump, and I have no more max revive. D-slip. And this is what I was meaning, like, with his entries gone, if I had only attacked that Coco earlier, like, okay, I know how I should have played it, and I'm like, ugh, that what a big mistake. And so I had my mistake number one, and here's where I'm making mistake number two. I go for a pokey switch, and I'm like, let's get that penguin out. I can attack him, and what I should have done is I should just move penguin over. I should have gone for that Coco, move my penguin over, then my bird over, and then go over and attack Coco, because man, that was my chance. Um, the miss versus dodge, so fortunate there. I'm hoping for my purple with that lava slider, um, and you can see here I'm just like, okay, I've just made a big mistake. I should have moved them over, and I'm just like, oh man, what a mistake to make. And now I'm like, okay, well, since I've made that mistake, I'm just gonna go for it, and I don't attack. And I'm just like, man, I knew I defended. When this was happening, I was just like, man, I knew I defended and put things by the goal because he had hurdle jump. And now I just screwed myself. Like, really screwed myself. If I attack into Coco, he could dodge. I should have attacked into Coco here as well, because he's got a higher chance of getting a damage. And there we go. He gets a damage. I made 3 mistakes that lost it for me. I played so well, and I just made stupid mistakes at the end. See, no, that was a game I could have and should have won. Yeah, a game I could have and should have won. I'm just like, why did I do that? So this deck is good. This deck could have beaten a full Dio Coco Blaze deck, which is what you see. The Metagross is amazing. The chain levels on the Leo is amazing. And Mew, yeah, amazing too. So the downside for me was the penguin, so I'm just like, that's why I'm like, I want to try this one more time. But I think that penguin is going to go. And that's why you see in the videos I've already put out that my penguin's no longer in my deck. I just felt it would fit better with a psychic. So I'm trying Latios at the moment, just for a 3 MP. But I have a feeling I'm going to try Mewtwo, and I'm also going to try a second Oricorio. Maybe another Mon, if you guys want to see another Psychic Mon. I'll show you guys my Psychic Mons in a video down below. Sorry, not down below, coming up. So if you guys want to help recommend some other Mons to put in that spot, I'll be happy to do that. And I see he's got like the Gengar Toad, and I'm like, ha. For my Mon, a Psychic. I'm just going to be throwing a Psychic. All of 5 of my Mons are Psychics. But Steel is what I was meaning. So since he's got Steel, since I've got Steel, I'm just like, I am going to hound that Toad with all my Steel Mons. And this is a reason why I wanted to make a Steel deck. And I just think this deck works so well as a Steel Psychic. Because a lot of there's a few Steel and Psychic types. So here we go. I dropped my Steel Energy before I get one of my Mons out. I could have done it the turn earlier. But I'm just like, you know what, I'm just going to do it now. If he moves down to that Toad, that will be some trouble for me, but he doesn't. And I'm like, alright, I can live with that. I can live with him sending out a Mega Gengar Rush. And the way I'm going to do it, if I drop my Metagross, I've got a Gold Block. If he Mega Gengars down to my Metagross, that won't be the end of the world. If he goes into the middle, I can still move Mew to the goal. So it's looking, I'm pretty happy with the way I've set up. Normally you don't really want a Metagross on your goal, on your entry, but this is still alright. If he attacks into me and I get my gold on his purple, he's going to be in trouble. Or even if I get my 150. Ooh, there we go. So Metagross just doesn't survive. If he went purple, it would have. It would have been no problem at all. But there we go. So the best move for him right now is move Toad down, and he does that, and I'm just like, ew, I'm going to be in a bit of a predicament. But you know what? I'm just like, I've got to get some Mons out. I've got to get some Mons out. I should have put Oricorio out, but I'm just like, oh, I just want to attack. I just want to get out and attack this toad and hope he gets a white. I know how much mine rolls white, and that's why I went for it, and I don't get poisoned, so I'm just like, boom. There we go. My Leo has a bit of chance, a lot of chance, to get knocked out by Earthquake, and just his big misses. He's only level 3 back here. I've currently leveled him up to level 4, and he comes after me with a Mega Gengar, and I'm like, that is a big mistake. That is a waste of a Mega Gengar, because he's either going to get... His best thing would be if he gets burnt or if I get missed. If I miss, but I get the 100, and now he's just wasted his Mega Gengar for nothing. So I'm like, you come at me, taking out 2 of my mons, and that's fine. I've got my defenses set up now. You've burnt your Mega Gengar. I've got rid of your Toad. I'm happy. And this is my first time really seeing this little owl in Dartrix. Dartrix, I'm going to say. And I'm like, okay, he's sending a Sableye out to confuse me. That ain't going to be pretty. I don't want to get my Heatran confused. It's not level 5 yet. It's good against Poliwhirl not being level 5, but against Confuse, it's extra horrible. It's still horrible even level 5. So, there goes that. So Mimikyu comes out, and I'm like, okay, I don't mind Mimikyu coming out. Mimikyu's not a threat. It's a cool mon, an interesting mon, but it's not a threatening mon. So I'm just sending out my Penguin, and it's still just, it doesn't quite feel right in this deck at this moment. Hoping for some damage on damage right about now, but I get the Magma Slide, which is even better. Get him burnt, give him a Will-O-Wisp miss instead, and I'm like, alright, I'm happy with that. That is good. And now it's going to make him 70 to go down to a 60, so if we get any damage on damage, it's going to be a win for me. So his only win for him is his confusion, or his damage on my miss. But I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Now, I've still got all my plates left, besides Steel Energy, which I've activated, and I'm feeling a bit of a burden, as I normally run double chances and things. I feel this deck especially will be good for an X attack. I've got so many mons that have just a lot of damage. Metagross, Leo, Penguin, Mew, all of them no purple, all damage, and a little bit of blue. Perfect mons to run X attacks with, but yeah, I don't have it. So he double chances into me. I've got to hope for that gold on purple or single spins. Ooh, just, yeah, no purple in sight. That's not good. And now I'm going to see an Evo Owl coming out. Wow. This thing. I saw a really cool deck running a full Evo Decidueye. And it was an awesome deck, I must say. And I'll shut it down, but it's still pretty awesome. So what I'm going for here is Confuse. Ooh, ew, not so good. Play rough means I can't use any plates next turn, so that is not very good for me at all. And I'm like, oh, if he comes down and attacks my Mew with that Mimikyu and play rough all the way, I can't goal block. So he shuts me down anyway, and I'm just like, I gotta send this Leo out. I want to get my 100 on his damage, just to stop him from advancing. And he's got, this is a ghost heavy deck, I must say, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I like what he's going for. Ulysses, so nice deck design. But if he attacks here and doesn't win, he's gonna be in trouble. So he goes after my Leo, and I'm like, alright, that's interesting. And here, Grass Knot. The only way he could have won that is if he got his 110, or my 120 on his Grass Knot. But it's a pretty risky attack. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna move forward with my Lava Slider. If I can Lava Slide things around and push him off the goal, that's gonna be good for me. And he didn't attack. He didn't even try for cursing me. So I'm just like, if you're not trying, I am. If I get white on white, oh, ew, get cursed. Or if I can just could get cursed. But the good thing is, even cursed, he's not going to be able to take me out easily. His Mega Gengar's gone. Toad cannot poison me. It's not looking good for him. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to take this Toad again. If I can take this Toad out one more time. No. Not quite. He's now got to defend though, because I've got a hurdle jump I haven't used to take out that Toad, which I could do, but he's still got Lunala to defend with. So he sees it and moves, and I'm just like, alright. I want to take something out before I take his other entry. He's got no scoop ups, so I could freely attack Toad, but before I attack Toad, I want to be in a place to have an advantage. So now I get rid of that Mimikyu's marker, and I just need to kill him one more time. One more time. And then Mimikyu's gone. And he comes down after me. And I'm like, now this is dangerous territory. I want to get some damage on damage. That's what I need. Or my golden is purple. Oh, the dodge. The dodge actually saved me. Curse is so scary. Curse is amazingly scary. And if that thing comes after my Mew and I can't gold block, I am in, I'm in trouble. I've already said that I'm in trouble. So I'm on -1 without my Oricouriers on the field. I'm just like, come on, attack again. Oh, the dodge. The dodge. No, just give me some damage on damage. But here we go. He's going after me, and I'm like, okay, now I have to dodge or get my gold on this purple. So play rough goes down, and I'm like, oh, I can't gold block. There's no gold block. I have to get damage on damage or my gold on is purple. Oh, there we go. At last, play rough's down. I can't use plates, but it's now his turn, so it's going to go away by my next. So even if he moves Sableye over, I can gold block. So definitely the best move for him to do is moving a Sableye over. He does it, and I'm like, alright. I can gold block because I attacked on my own turn. I can gold block that. Metagross saved me. But I'm like, you know what? Rather than burning my gold block, I am going to hurdle jump. The reason why I'm going to hurdle jump is because I want to be able to gold block something else on the field if he manages to take me out. Like, if he gets damage on my 30, then I want to be able to gold block. But now he's coming at me with Gengar. I'm like, right. I have a decent matchup against Gengar. My purple is going to give me some good burning, and my 110 is bigger than his 100. Well, not bigger, but more damage. So here we go. He jumps over me, and I'm like, alright, I can deal with that. I don't know what he's going for. Gengar doesn't really have many good matchups, but before I take his entry, I want to get an advantage. And I get the Magma Slide. I'm like, boom, burnt Gengar is not going to be as good. And I want to put him in an awkward position. I want to make sure he's not going to be surviving things. So, him being burnt was good for me. I've missed my chance of max reviving and surrounding Sableye. But I'm like, you know what? A burnt Gengar is going to be better for me. If I can burn this guy as well, I'll be happy. And I do. And I'm just like, oh, yes. Alright, now I'm looking good. Now, Lunala is useless. Like, well, not useless, but far less effective. His 60 is only going to be like 60. I can take him out damage on damage. That Gengar has got a... There's no bad for me attacking here except for my own miss. My 100 could beat his. Yeah, it's all good for me. And that's the advantage I wanted. And so getting that advantage... That was amazing. Toad has no effect for me. Phantom's gonna mean nothing. He comes at me with Sableye. This is one of his last chances. I can still gold block though. And this guy, he didn't level up his Confuse at all, so it went away in a bad effect, and I was like, yes, I'll take that. I'll definitely be leveling up a Confuse if I had a Sableye. But I'll take that surround, and then I'll get my Mew up there for backing things up, since it's the fastest mon I have. And as you've seen here, my Penguin's been rather useless. I'm not utilising my Poke Switch. So I think those are the two changes I'm going to make going forward. And currently I've made the Pokemon Switch switch. Oh, and wow, that was a good play. That Deducii is pretty amazing for what it can do, and especially when you're in a chance where you can run Phantom, bring him off the bench, and if people have purple on on the entries, they can just knock them out, and that's amazing. So here I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go try and start recycling some mons, and I get the 70. Boom, he is frozen, and I'm like, I wonder if the marker works when he's frozen. So if I go up and attack him, I wonder if he will die or if he will still be alive and the marker gets removed. I'd say the marker just gets removed, but because he went back and unfroze him, I'm like, I want to take this opportunity, get my Mew right up in his face. I can get taken out by majority of his wheel, but oh, he jumps over me. Man, these ghosts are so sneaky and good. But I'm just hoping he gets his 110 a few times. And I get the 50 on 40. Man, super fortunate. Like, super fortunate. Mew can be poisoned by Toad, potentially. So, and Mimikyu can take me out. But I'm going to be looking to go up with that little pink bird very soon to try and hopefully block the entry. If I can survive this. And I do. Oh, there we go. Mew holding it down for me, and I'm just like, alright, I'll just start backing that Mew up, because that Mew's not going to last much longer. If I get another gold on purple, that'll be amazing. What do you guys level up if you run Mimikyu? Did you guys level up the Curse, or do you guys level up the 70? Because both are great depending on how you want to use it. Either using him for Curse, or using him for play rough, so people can't use plates. And here we go. Now, my opponent, he should have attacked. But the reason why he didn't attack is because if I got my gold on his purple, he wants to be able to cover his... He wants to be able to cover his entry. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to get poisoned. I'm going to Poke Switch so he can't get his Gengar out. But I'm burnt. I'm just like, oh, that was silly. That was just silly of me. Yeah, I didn't need to do that. Gengar can come out. At least I can't be poisoned with Metagross. So he uses Phantom. Now Gengar can come out as soon as he moves his Toad. But I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to get Mew up there. I'm going to go run. Try and take out that Lunala. If he gets gold... Oh, sorry. If he gets any of his purple, I can make some potential trouble for him. I've still got my gold block. So I'm just going to go for this. If I die, I can recycle my Heatran. And that's what I want to do. I'm just in the mood. I'm going to get recycling. And I get the Hypersonic on Moonblast. Mooning Beam. Wow. Alright, this is looking good for me. I'm like, yep, this is definitely looking good for me. He can potentially get Gengar out right about now. And he doesn't. He just goes for the rundown. I'm like, because he can get Gengar out, I've got the gold block. You know what? I'm just going to go for the attack. If I can attack with Leo and take him out, if he gets his white or miss, boom. Game over for him. There we go. And that's how I win it. The bad thing was if I got shaken off, yeah, that would have been horrible. But open goal for me. I'll take that. I still have my gold block. He could have brought his Gengar in defensively instead of bringing Mimikyu back, but because he went offensively, they allowed me to do that. And there's the win. See this deck? I could have won against that Dio before, and now this. This is actually a decent deck. Like, really a decent deck. I didn't expect it to do this good, but it is doing amazing. Like, I love making decks, and I love making different decks. What do you guys think about it? I'm definitely going to look to change that Penguin in the future. And probably the plate. So look forward to that. I'm going to be mixing things up. If you've got any ideas, I'd love to hear from you guys. I've done a decent job of creating this deck, but finishing touches would be nice. I'd love a Cobra I don't have. That would definitely go in place for Penguin. And yeah, I'm just going to change that slot up a little bit and just see what I can get. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And I'll see you very soon with a few more videos on this deck. So, I hope you guys are enjoying it.